Hi, everybody. This is Lowell, and we're talking about how to start a music school. And I thought it would be helpful to start a new section and just look back at history and think about music schools of the past. I'm sure that there are many music schools that I don't know about, but several that I do know about, I wanted to just share a few thoughts about. And the first example that I thought was relevant would be from the Bible itself. When there was a need to have skilled musicians, and King David had brought the Ark of the Covenant back into Jerusalem, and he was setting up the Levites for worship around the Ark, and he was very methodical about it. And he realized that they needed to be trained. And so I was going to read a little passage from 1 Chronicles 15. It says, "Then David spoke to the chiefs of the Levites to appoint their relatives as the singers, with musical instruments, harps, lyres, and cymbals, playing to raise sounds of joy. So the Levites appointed Heman, the son of Joel, and from his relatives Asaph, the son of Berechiah, and from the sons of Merari, their relatives." And it goes through the different people. It says, "So the singers Heman, Asaph, and Ethan were appointed to sound aloud cymbals of bronze, and these other people with harps tuned to Alamoth, and these other people to lead with lyres tuned to the Sheminith." And then this is the one I wanted to kind of park on. Chenaniah, chief of the Levites, was in charge of the singing. He gave instruction in singing because he was skillful. And so what David had done is set up several teams that would function 24 hours a day to create constant music around the Ark of the Covenant in worship to God. And but Chenaniah was set up as the one who would teach because he was skillful. So what this teaches us is that when you set up a music school, one of the foundational things is that you must be skillful. Um, I that's the lesson here. Obviously you could be somebody that's really good at business. Excuse me, my nose was itching. You can be somebody who is really good at business and doesn't know anything about music, and probably do fine with setting up a school of music. But I believe that it's important that if you're going to lead an organization, that you need to have skillfulness in the area of what you're providing. And I believe that you as a leader of the music school should, I know that all of us have areas and room to grow, but we should always be challenging ourselves to grow even more than what we already know, and to add value to ourselves, and to expect that of ourselves to continue to be excellent, and to continue to be a good example, and to be able to train others. That's the first step, is to train yourself and to continue to grow and learn.